So you're thinking about moving to Fort Myers, Florida. Well, today I'll be giving you an in-depth tour of the area and going over everything from our population, weather, cost of living, touring a couple of the area's popular landmarks and attractions, and stick around to the end where we'll take a look at 3 homes at the 350, 650, and 950K price points to give you an idea of how far your money will go here. So let's get after it. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, buying, and selling in Southwest Florida, then subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market, latest news, and newest tips to keep you ahead of the curve. I'm Rick Harrison with the Home Sold Guarantee Group at MVP Realty here in Southwest Florida, and my team and I are getting calls, emails, and texts every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to the greater Fort Myers area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, or schedule a Zoom so we can help you figure out exactly what you want and where you want to be. All of our information is in the description below. So as I mentioned in this video, I'm going to give you an in-depth lifestyle tour of Fort Myers. So there's going to be a lot of information in this video, but if you're looking for something specific, feel free to check out the chapters below to skip information you're not interested in. All right, now let's get started, and what better place to do so than with some general information about the city, its people, and the lifestyle. Fort Myers is a city located in Lee County in southwestern Florida. As of 2023, it has around 86,000 people with a median age of 41. It's a pretty diverse city with a mix of different racial and ethnic groups from all around the world, and while it's known to be home to a large number of retirees, its age range is surprisingly well spread out among all age brackets. The cost of living in Fort Myers is around 79 on a scale of 100, meaning it's about 20% lower than the national average in the United States. To put that in perspective, New York City would be a 100. While it's slightly less expensive than the national average, it's more expensive than I expected. I moved down here from Northeast several years ago, and everyone always spoke about how much cheaper it was to live in Florida. But according to many of the people born and raised here, things have changed a lot. The main financial advantages include no state income tax, meaning you get to keep more of your income. And depending on where you are moving, your lower property taxes, more affordable housing, and lower cost of living. While the state income tax is a nice break, it's worth noting that wages in Florida are lower than many states up north. So while no state income tax helps, it pretty much evens out with the lower wages. When it comes to weather, Fort Myers is generally warm and humid throughout the year, influenced by its location on the west coast of Florida and proximity to the Gulf of Mexico. But if you're from an area like me, you're probably used to gray skies throughout most of the year. Well, you'll be glad to know that Fort Myers experiences around 296 days of sunshine year-round. The temperatures range from the low 70s in the winter to the mid-90s Fahrenheit in the summer. Fort Myers also gets a lot of rainfall with an average of around 60 inches of rain per year. The rainy season starts in the summer where there will be afternoon showers almost every day. And when it rains down here, it literally pours. Despite the heat and humidity, Fort Myers can be an awesome place to live thanks to its warm weather and many outdoor activities and opportunities. It's a good idea to be prepared for the heat and humidity, however, by wearing light, breathable clothing and staying hydrated. One of the first things I also learned down here is that the sun is definitely different than up north. You can very easily and very quickly get roasted without protection. Another major concern for newcomers is the annual hurricane season. Hurricane season in Fort Myers runs from June 1st to November 30th. During this time, the region is at risk of being impacted by tropical storms and hurricanes. The severity of the hurricane season can vary from year to year. Some years may see few or no hurricanes, while other years may see more frequent and intense storms. Now that we've got the generalities out of the way, let's take a look at some of the places you have to visit and things you have to do while in the area. First up is the heart and soul of Fort Myers, the River District. The River District is a historic neighborhood located along the Caloosahatchee River, known for its charming brick-lined streets, historic buildings, and tree-lined waterfront parks. In this 8-block area, you can take a stroll along the Caloosahatchee River, known as the Riverwalk, which offers stunning views of the water and a chance to see a variety of birds and other wildlife. One of the main attractions to the River District is its block parties in the winter months, also known as season, as well as a host of annual events around holidays and historical dates throughout the year. It's a popular destination for shopping, dining, and entertainment with a variety of boutiques, galleries, and restaurants located in the area, which attract tourists and locals all year round. And the food is delicious, offering a wide variety of dining options from seafood and beachfront bistros and trendy bars. And if you're looking for a nice place to stay while visiting the area, the Luminary Hotel behind me, which opened up in 2020 right on the river, offers guests a signature restaurant, modern diner, rooftop bar, and collaborative workshop, among a variety of suites, a fitness center, and a beautiful pool deck overlooking the Caloosahatchee River. While you're in the area, at some point you have to check out the Edison and Ford Winter Estates, located on famous McGregor Boulevard on the way into the heart of the River District. Here you can explore the gorgeous botanical gardens and learn about the lives of two of America's greatest inventors. The estates feature a museum filled with artifacts and inventions, as well as a laboratory where Thomas Edison conducted many of his experiments. It's pretty cool to see all the inventions you may not have realized they both developed, as well as what the lifestyle and homes were like just barely 100 years ago. The admission prices for the Edison and Ford Winter Estates are $25 for adults, $22 for seniors, $15 for students, $12 for children between the ages of 6 and 12, and free for children under 6. They also offer discounts for AAA members and military personnel. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for an affordable home or a seasoned investor searching for a luxury property, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll take you on a tour of homes at a variety of price points, giving you a sense of what's available in the current market. All right, so our first stop on the way is in what's known as San Carlos Park. It's in the southern part of Fort Myers area. It's close to 41, just off of 41. And it's known for its single family. It's really known for, I guess, more of its single family homes, but more so for its location. It's pretty central to a lot of amenities and some of the universities in the area, as well as a lot of the shopping centers like Coconut Point Mall. So Coconut Point Mall is just a few miles down south further on 41. And then you also have a lot of the shopping centers. 41 is lined with tons of amenities, restaurants, different strip malls, as well as a lot of the industrial needs, such as, if you needed contractors or flooring, things like that, are all along 41. So that's really what it's known for. But because of its central location to a lot of the universities and schools in the area, it's also known as an area for high potential for rentals. There's a lot of duplexes, triplexes, even some quadplexes in this area. And a lot of these single family homes are actually bought in order to be used for rental properties for a lot of the university students here that go to the schools in this area. So what you will find in this area, it is more of a starter home type of an area. A lot of the homes are older. This particular model that we're going to be looking at in today is built in 1991. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, just over 1,200 square feet. So it's a great starter home. We did get hit pretty hard by Hurricane Ian here. There's not a lot of tree coverage to block the winds. So a lot of the roofs were damaged. There was also a lot of damage to the siding in some of these homes, especially them being older and some of the roofs being older. You will see that throughout this area in this community. But with that being said, the home behind me, like I said, is a 3-bed, 2-bath, just over 1,200 square feet. It's got a 2-car garage. So let's go on in and take a look at what we have. So that's pretty much what you can expect to find in Fort Myers, around the $350,000 to $400,000 range for a single family home. You can find condos under that offer a little bit more space, but again, with that comes the HOAs, the Condo Association rules and regulations. So if you're looking for a single family, this particular area, San Carlos Park, has no HOA fees. It does allow you to have a little bit more flexibility with what you do with your properties. With that comes the pros and cons as well. So, but that's pretty much what you can expect. This particular property is listed at $379,000 with MVP Realty, the brokerage I work with. So if you would like more information or details on this particular property, while it's still available, the link is in the description below, and you can take a look at all those details. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to me as well. So now we're going to take a little drive around the neighborhood to give you a better idea of what the community in this area in particular is like, as well as what you can expect for this price point. All right, so I'm here at our second stop today, which is 1231 Fairway Isles Drive right here at the Clubbitt Gateway, as you can see behind me. And we're looking at a 4-bed, 3-bathroom house, just over 2,600 square feet. Some of the nice things about this home, we'll take a look inside in a minute, but as you can see, it's a pretty good size house for the price point. This one is listed at $749,000 right now. It is listed with MVP Realty down here in Southwest Florida. That's my brokerage. And one of the nice things is, as you can take a look around this community, it's a beautiful, beautiful little street. It's not off of the main Gateway Boulevard. So these homes here are well maintained. All the yards are well manicured, as you can see. And then as far as the roofs, you have your nice tile roofs, what's expected of Florida homes down here. It's a nice quiet neighborhood, slow drive through here. So if you have children or families, this would be a great area for them. We're gonna take a look inside and show you some of the features and the amenities. But one of the great things that I had mentioned earlier was that Gateway, the community itself is centrally located. So you have a lot of stuff around you on a lot of the main roads. You got Daniels Parkway. You also have Gateway Boulevard itself. The community of Gateway is full of all kinds of stores and shopping, as well as restaurants, smaller restaurants in there as well. The Red Sox Stadium, if you're into spring training or a little bit of baseball, that's just a couple miles down the road. And then you also have 82, which goes through Lehigh into Cape Coral. And then you also have 41 not too far away, and 75 is just a couple miles away as well. So if you're trying to get anywhere in the state of Florida, whether it's north, south, east, west, you're really centrally located here at Gateway. So now let's take a look at what we have inside and what this home offers. So for Fort Myers, this is pretty typical of what you can expect to find in the price point range, from anywhere really from the 600s up into the 750s price range. That's pretty much the kind of amenities and quality of the materials, building materials that you can come to expect to find in a Fort Myers home. Some of the things that are included in this: for an HOA fee of $550 quarterly, you can expect to get cable, lawn maintenance. They keep pretty good care of all of the properties as far as the lawn maintenance. They're all pretty immaculate. You also are included with that the community pool, spa, the fitness centers, as well as the sports courts like tennis, bocce, and then as well as pickleball if you're into that kind of thing. Like I mentioned, it is pretty central, and there are a lot of communities within this area, but that's pretty much what you can come to expect. So I'm going to take a drive around and show you the neighborhood so you can get a better idea and feel for what the area is like in Gateway and why it might be a great spot for you to live. And if you have any particular questions or want more information and details on this particular property, I've included the link in the description so you can get all that good information on my site. So we're here at our last stop today. We're looking at the 900,000 price point, and this particular home is located in Vista at Wild Blue. It's 14565 Blue Bay Circle. That's right here in the southern part of Fort Myers. It is in one of Fort Myers' largest and probably more luxurious communities. Vista at Wild Blue is going to be when it's all said and done, is going to be a pretty luxurious resort community, full of all kinds of amenities. It is a boating community. There's several lakes throughout the community, so homes that are on water will have boat docks. There are also there's tons, I think there's 14 different community sports courts. There's spa packages, there's restaurants, tiki bars, community pool, community spas, fitness centers. There's pretty much everything you can think of in Fort Myers. So that's one of the nice things and one of the attractions of this community. Plus, as you can tell when you take a look around at the community, all the homes have the slate roofs, which are beautiful. They're all done in the stucco finishes on the outside and exterior. And then you also have a lot of different options as far as the faces of the homes. You have the clapboard on the outside. Some of them are just stucco, but you also have the option for stonework and things like that as well. Some of the upgrades and options included in these properties include hurricane windows and doors, which are great savings for home insurance if that's something you're interested in, or you're worried about hurricanes in the area, since we did just have one, a pretty major one recently. But this home in particular is a 4-bed, 3-bath. It's just over 2,200 square feet, 2-car garage. It does have a pool, and we're going to be taking a look at all that stuff when we go inside. It is full of upgrades and features, and the price point for what it offers really is, it tells you the luxury. It's worth every penny and everything that's put into it. So let's go on in and take a look at the property. So as you can see, for this price point, the $900,000 price point in Fort Myers, you really get a lot more and a lot newer types of homes for your money. As far as the community itself, this is a resort style community, so it is an upper scale community, which is another reason why this price point, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. You have the reserve on the back, so this is a private, nice private home. And you also have the pool and spa package, as well as a whole bunch of upgrades and amenities inside the home that aren't your typical types of amenities that you'd find in all of these homes here. Things like the upgraded granite. This is a higher end granite for the, quartz for the countertops. You also have the hood vents. Little things like that start to add up. The crown molding, the recessed ceilings, the extra high ceilings, all of those things are upgrades that do start to add up when you start to buy a new construction home. This particular home was built in 2021, and it is one of the more popular styles, the Maria. The floor plan is the Maria. So with that, the community itself, the HOAs are just over $1,100 quarterly, and that offers all kinds of benefits as far as lawn maintenance. All the lawn is taken care of, the streets are clean. The utilities are included, water, irrigation's included, and you also have some of the other amenities like access to the fitness center, the community pool and spa, which is a resort style pool. And then you also have, throughout the community, there's public access for boat docks. If you have a boat, you can still use the waterways in here in these little lakes, what we call lakes down here. So those are all open. And as far as the information for this particular home, it is for sale. It's listed at $900,000 right now with MVP Realty, my brokerage. And if you want more information or details on this specific property, you'll find a link in the description below. And right now we're going to actually take a drive around the community so you can get a better feel of what it would be like to live here and the types of homes and how the community is maintained. So let's go take a drive. So I hope you found that to be a pretty thorough overview of Fort Myers, and in other videos, I'll dive deeper into more specific aspects of living, eating, and playing in the area, as well as providing more information on the communities, businesses, and surrounding cities. Well, that's it for today. And like I said, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send an email so we can help you figure out what you want and where you want to be. Our contact information is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you around town. But until then, stay safe, stay positive, and more importantly, stay free.